It's 11 minutes past 7 now. Has the council in Elmbridge been ageist in refusing permission for a £100 million retirement village? That's the accusation from the developer Guild Living. The company wants to build 222 homes for older people in Walton-on-Thames. But this week the plan was rejected because it would, and I quote, undermine the vitality and viability of the town. At a meeting on Tuesday, the councillor for Walton Central, Christine Richardson, said people living in the area were opposed to the idea.
I have not had one resident come and speak to me in support of this application. Every person I know has told me that it's not wanted, it isn't needed, and that the town is turning into a town just for old people, given the amount of elderly residential places we have already. We have got 4 in the town centre alone, let alone the others just outside of the town centre.
Eugene Marchesi is the co-founder and director at Guild Living and joins us now. Good morning to you, Eugene. So can you tell us firstly about the homes that you want to build? Where are they and who would they be for?
Good morning, Leslie. So what we're proposing a community that is not just a care home. We are clearly not a care home. We're looking to develop a community for over 300 people on the old home-based site on Anzac Avenue. And the reality for us is that the councillors just really haven't understood what we are trying to propose here. When the councillor made that statement that there already exists for developments in Walton that are doing what we're doing, they are just not understanding, unfortunately, after a year of trying to explain to them that this is not a care home. We are not looking to provide care homes. We are looking to provide a completely alternative solution, which is just actually not in supply in the Elmbridge Borough.
So how would it be different? Talk me through it.
So we actually provide what we call a home for life. So we are over 65. You can come in, live in our community. You can rent or buy an apartment that is basically a home that will enable you to live that third part of your life. So you come in, you can live a lifestyle. You may not need the deep care that's provided in care homes, but we will provide assistance. We can provide assistance in your home, whether it's just normal cleaning duties or delivery of food. And you think about where we are today in COVID and where society finds itself, where older people are being disjointed and disconnected from all their services and facilities. We are there to provide that sort of service. And interestingly, in the couple of hours that it was debated on Tuesday night by the council, never once did COVID come up. Never once did the whole issue around loneliness of old people come up. And that's what we're there to provide. So this community that we're creating delivers from the beginning of your third age all the way through to the end of your third age. And we have all these, operational systems implemented to deal with issues like COVID. And not one of those questions was asked of us. And that was the shocking part about all this. It was trees were debated, height and bulk and scale were debated, but not once did the council debate the livelihood of older people in the Elmbridge Borough.
So do you think they're being ageist here?
Well, when the only reason for refusal was that, quote the council, the wrong thing in the wrong place, we don't want any more older people in the town centre, that was the shocking part for me. And to hear that in a council in Surrey, and I've worked all over the world. I worked in, Australia, New Zealand, the United States, Asia and Europe. To hear that out of a 16-0 vote by councillors in Surrey was the most shocking thing I've ever heard in 35 years of practicing as an architect.
Well, Elmbridge do deny that they're being ageist. I'm just going to play a clip. This is one of the council's officers, Paul Falconer, speaking at Tuesday's planning meeting.
Officers have taken legal advice, and when the officer report is read as a whole and the particular comments referred to and concerns raised are read in their proper context, we do not consider that the officer report discriminates either directly or indirectly on the grounds of age.
So they're saying you've got the wrong end of the stick. If you read all of their reasons why they've refused your plan, they're not being ageist.
The two reasons that the plan was refused was on the basis that they believe there is an oversupply, and we have evidence, clear evidence. Even the planning inspector, Mr. John Felgate, 2 years ago, to quote him, there is a clear local need for all forms of accommodation for elderly people. He said that there was a need that was urgent and growing. That was only 2 years ago. The council themselves in the report talk about that even in their numbers, that those numbers satisfy the short and medium term. So we've got a council that's only planning for short and medium term. We know the tsunami of older people, the demographics are shifting so rapidly. This is a global phenomenon, and Boris Johnson has made light of it. There is huge policies being put in place to address the shortage of housing for older people, and in their own words, they even say that they're only satisfying the short and medium term, even if you use their numbers, which we believe are flawed. And that will all come out when we go to appeal and the experts provide their evidence. So there are two reasons that they believe that there is sufficient supply, and that older people undermine the vitality and viability of the town centre. I mean, really, I've never heard that term before. And if that's not ageist, then what is it?
Well, the council also says that they have 7 community centres for older people in Elmbridge, doing things like iPad lessons, Zumba classes and everything in between. Is what you're offering actually needed in Walton? If they've already got the homes, they've already got community facilities, are you offering something that actually they just don't want or need?
Well, I don't think they understand what we're offering. This is the problem, Leslie. What we're offering, we're working with academic institutions like Bath University to understand the whole loneliness epidemic. This is not about providing iPads or Zumba classes. This is about really understanding what is causing the major pandemic, which is the loneliness pandemic, which has been exacerbated by COVID-19. And when you think about the 17,000 plus deaths in care homes across the UK, really, do they believe that the current solution is addressing the crisis that we're in the middle of? If they think that's the solution, and they think that 17,000 deaths across the UK in care homes is okay, then again, I just don't think they're understanding what the real crisis is here.
Good talking to you this morning. Thank you ever so much for your time. Eugene Marchese, co-founder and director at Guild Living. Thank you. BBC